I'm Noah, and today this is top 10 largest countries of the world. So, starting with the country of Russia. Now, Russia is, so some people say that it's part of Europe. No, Europe is part of it, but the rest is part of Asia. And it's so big that if you fit the biggest place in Pluto, it can fit in here. Maybe even it can fit in one of the smallest cities. Now, Russia used to be, it's still communist, and they have all this land, and have you known that this last year's World Cup 2018, they were hosts and they played very well. That was the biggest country of all to play in the World Cup. And now we're moving to Canada. Now Canada do you see this territory over here? That's called Greenland. That's not a territory of Canada. That's actually a territory of Iceland. Now I've heard some people say that, how come Greenland could be a part of Iceland if it's so big? Just because it's bigger than that doesn't mean it can't be part of that country. Now Canada is the second biggest country in the world. Hey, what is this? Is that part of Canada? No. That is our biggest state of Alaska. Now let's move on. Oh, we were right under the country right underneath Canada was the third biggest country the whole time. USA, of course, that's where I live. Now USA is the third biggest country. Now some people might get confused if China is bigger than USA. So there is no in a couple of videos from now, we're gonna see if China or USA is bigger. I'm gonna have a couple of votes, and we'll find out who's bigger. But for right now, we'll just say America's bigger. And we just talked about China, so here's the next one. China are also communist, not too interested in it, but they are the second biggest country in Asia. Now, China is, World War II, China was usually part of the Japanese territory, because they conquered it, and China had a fight with them. But let's not get into the war too much. Next is the country of Brazil. Now, Brazil is the biggest country. They also played in the World Cup. They are pretty good. They're the best in the World Cup, but they're the biggest country in South America too. And Brazil has a pretty nice flag. The first part is green, then it has like a diamond shape, like yellow. Then they have this blue circle wrapped with white. And I love that flag. And the next, we skipped it. Next one is Australia. Australia, most people love to go there to cuddle kangaroos, koalas, and many marsupials. But Australia is also funny because when it's Christmas in USA, it's summer in Australia, so their Christmas tree might be a fan or something. So that's funny, and their presents look something like heat or something. So yeah, that's pretty strange about Australia, but it's the sixth biggest. Next is India. India is the seventh biggest. Now India is a very India is they are very. So there are many islands that they. Now some people think that India is the biggest country in southern Asia. Actually, it's not. China is still part of it, so it's not. But India is a pretty big one. And next, we move on to another South American country called Argentina. They also played this World Cup. They are excellent, and they are very cold. You want to visit there are penguins, so you can cuddle with the penguins, and you get to see hatches. But Argentina is the second biggest country in this South America, and it's a pretty cool flag. Now we're gonna move on to this was the 8th biggest. Next is Kazakhstan or Algeria. I think it's Algeria. So Algeria is the biggest country in Africa. See, after Democratic Republic of the Congo. So this one has Algeria they have a very cool flag. It's green. Separate this line. Look at this line, and you have a star and a moon, crescent moon, and a star. That's its flag, and I'm sure you've seen it a lot of times. Next, we move on to Kazakhstan, because Kazakhstan is also big. It is part. Now, just like Russia, they are splitting it to the part of Europe, right? They are, but this one is more farther away. Now, like I told you, this part might be it. Some people consider it like part of Asia. Some people consider it Europe. So, and that was the 10th largest country in the world. This wraps up our video. Thank you for watching our top 10s, and make sure whenever you see a country, ask them, why are you the biggest? Because I'm sure they like that. Bye.